Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are back at Bell Center here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and DC. This is the loudest MMA venue that I have ever been in my life.
John, I feel the same thing. UFC 124. When I walked out of the back with Josh Koscheck, I had never heard anything like the crowd in the Bell Center before he fought Georges St. Pierre. These people cheer, and they cheer loud for their guy.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there.
Great punch landed with so much power. It won't take many of those. Oh, nice inside leg kick, yeah.
He's been working hard defensively. Kick block there. How good is this action about a minute in? I think I'm gassing out just watching this thing.
I'm exhausted trying to call all the strikes that these two men are throwing at each other. What a fun fight.
Yeah, I hate to be the punch counter tonight. Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
He's not allowing his opponent to get any damage off on him by blocking all these attacks.
Nice crack there. All right, so he continues to attack that area above the knee and digging right into that thigh.
He's digging into the thigh. He's doing a great job of recognizing that that's something that he can land, and he has landed it effectively.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Under 2 minutes to go now in our opening round. Oh, McGregor's now dealing with a cheek cup. And now the jab gets through.
So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more.
Moving to his left now. Hook to the head there by Connor.
Another.
That's a huge connection there, DC. He is hurt.
Massive hook land. And his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
So under a minute to go here in what has been a competitive and action-packed first round. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Thunderous leg kick grabs his opponent, lifted a little bit, trying to stay upright. But, man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
All right, so he has made his way to the end of the round, and quickly he makes his way to the stool. The cut man has his work to do over these 60s. All right, we'll re-rack some replays for...
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Second round here. Blocks the shot. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Huge left. Nice combination there by Connor. Pretty good job to find the striking range there.
Connor is one of the best strikers in the UFC, and it's all because of the way that he manages space.
Right there, DC. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time. You see the referee pausing the action here. They're going to call in the doctor to look at this cut. Might be the beginning of the end here.
I mean, blood all over his face. He's been beat up, battered and bruised. He still wants to fight.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Fans don't like it. An unfortunate ending to a great fight, but you had to do it.
He's disappointed. But, I mean, he got beat up, lived to fight another day.
ready to fight? Ready.
So we get another look at Nate Diaz tonight. More than 10 years on the roster. Outstanding boxer. Great finishing instincts with his jiu-jitsu game as well. And hard for days. I mean, sometimes you feel like without a weapon, it's going to be hard to get Nate Diaz out of it. All right, early in the fight here, and Nate Diaz off to a pretty good start. Found a home for that left hand.
I mean, and it's powerful. It does not seem like Nate is throwing it hard, but he always finds his target and is very accurate with that straight left hand. So he kind of feeds the right hand to get you moving where he wants, and then bang, he drops that straight left on you that hurts so many. Hurt Conor McGregor, and he hurt the welterweight champion Leon Edwards in the same way.
Checks that leg kick.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Well, Nate Diaz has certainly found the range here early, DC. This is a fighter close to my heart, close to my left forearm. 209 represented well here tonight. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this guy.
It's a masterclass, John. It's a masterclass. He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Oh, he lands a big left hand.
He ate that kick. He took that whole kick. Yeah.
Oh, heavy leg kick. Oh, he's got him hurting here.
Now we're going.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high.
Just out of the range with that right hand. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't.
Gets back to his feet. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position, come in here and try to stop this fight.
Round two next. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Just a nasty leg kick.
He is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
Big left hook there.
Both tough, both durable, both unwilling to take a step back. What a phenomenal fight.
Slip that one. Back and forth we go.
He got hurt again. Great job blocking that punch.
All right, so there's that Nate Diaz left hand. You talked about the sneaky. Another knockdown! Oh, big left.
Oh, just opening up on him now. Oh, nice kick.
Place shot there, DC. He is officially rolling.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Well, you know this is the hurt bit. Back to his feet. to him here, not really doing too... Oh, how about the ankle pick there? Well, the single leg, the double leg's not working. Go deep into the well, and the ankle pick was there for him.
Boy, you got to keep digging into that toolbox. He has so many different attacks. You saw that right now with that beautiful ankle pick.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
Nice job blocking that punch.
Diaz is... I mean, you got to be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very...
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, round getting underway, and we take a look at the Combat Sambo World Champion and UFC lightweight contender, Islam Makhachev. What will he do in this fight? Well, oftentimes he does whatever he wants to do. Certainly he can impose his will on the ground, where his game is just so nuanced when it comes to the throws and the trips and the manipulation of joints and everything else. But on the feet, in a kickboxing setting, this man is proven elite as well. A true five-tool player who many believe by year's end could just be the king of the lightweight division. Oh, nice strike by McGregor there.
I mean, Conor McGregor is a fantastic striker, and once again, that skill is on display.
Oh, high amplitude head kick. Well, that combination's going to test his chin. Nicely done. Makhachev's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is starting to bleed a little bit now. Oh, good block there. Oh, he landed that knee to the midsection. Got to think his opponent's going to feel that one in the morning.
And he's going to continue to throw that strike because he knows that his opponent can't take many of them.
Oh, big left hook there. Oh, McGregor's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there.
That is a damaging kick that lands. Beautiful connection lands. Fighting long is the key.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
And right into side control.
Watch armbar here.
Oh, real good submission attempt now. That one looks tight. Oh, belly down now. Oh, he got out.
He actually defended. Now, he's not in a great position now, but he's better off than he was before.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys were going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
Round 2 straight ahead. All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Makhachev's eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital.
Great block there.
Nice jab by McGregor.
Big shot lands for both guys.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other side.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Nice job by Conor McGregor on the feet. You got to think his longtime chief corner, John Kavanagh, likes what he is seeing out of his pupil early tonight. Makhachev's eye is officially swollen shut. The referee keeping a close eye on things. Maybe he'll call for the ringside position, but that condition is only going to his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot, a double leg shot.
Oh, he slams him down with authority. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be. Look at that. He can't even stand. He's in a lot of trouble now.
Oh, huge left. All right, same bat time, same bat channel. You think he's going to look to set up that hook again here?
I mean, you can see it, John. You can see him do it.
Back to the feet.
Double leg shot.
He slams his opponent to the canvas. I think the octagon's shaking, DC.
The octagon was shaking. Somebody secure the doors because they are going to blow the roof off of this place.
So I'm going to hit you, and then you hit me back. All right, the referee's going to step in here, perhaps to call for the doctor, yes, to look at that cut on his cheek.
I mean, if there's a spot to get a cut, it's on your cheek, where the blood goes down the face, opposed to in the eye. I can't imagine he'll stop this fight.
Yeah, you got to stop the fight, man. I mean, I know the cut's not in a bad place, but his face is rearranged. You got to protect the athlete.
You have to. You have to.
All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
He's a real high-level grappler, too. So when he gets you down, you generally don't get up, and there's a big, big threat of submissions from Aljamain Sterling.
Now going upstairs with the left hook. Man, look how quickly he gets that foot to the target. Right hook attempt, that's a miss. Fighter blocks a punch. Grant fantastic pace early on to this one. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking groove.
I mean, and stringing them together so effectively. Never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
So just over 20 total strikes, as you see there, have landed for Aljamain Sterling. 3 minutes. Outstanding kick there by Topuria. All right, so it looks like some bruising on that thigh right now. He hasn't really done anything to address that weapon from his opponent.
He's got to check some kicks. I know right now it may not be that damaging, but down the line, you're going to really pay for it if you don't address it right now.
Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt. Well, Sterling comfortable wherever the fight goes, but you're seeing a lot of the improvements he's made in his stand-up under Ray Longo, and at least early on in this one, more than content to strike.
Beautiful body kick.
And he blocks the shot there.
Right hand is a ball.
Oh, there's that patented leg kick. Under a minute to go in round one. Topuria's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Final seconds here. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes... All right, I'm being told we've got some replays from the previous round, and it appears as though the cut on...
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Nice straight right hand. All right, different round, but same approach out of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I'm not sure if there is an injury, but his ground game is so strong, he hasn't made any effort to take the fight, though.
I don't understand when you possess that skill, when you're so good on the ground, so strong in position. He does such a great job of finding submissions. I don't know why he wouldn't spin the vast majority of the fight there. Tonight he is fighting a very confusing style of fight, and I just don't get it.
All right, well, perhaps he has a point to prove. Perhaps there's a hip injury, but this man's UFC career has been defined by the takedown. He hasn't attempted a single one tonight.
He hasn't even attempted it. It's very surprising, and honestly, for a guy that enjoys the wrestling, it's very disappointing. Because to me, it seems like he doesn't want to put the effort out there tonight to try and secure takedowns. You take a lot of risk by not using your best skill, and you almost put your opponent on your level by being limited.
Well, maybe he can hear us. Bro, if you don't attempt a takedown, DC's going to pull out his cellular telephone and start watching collegiate wrestling. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Topuria's blocking well now. Nice job to protect that already damaged nose as he raises the guard. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between legs.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson one in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Well, at some point as a fighter defensively, you've got to make an adjustment. His thigh is like purple now.
Yeah, he's getting beat up. I mean, I just don't understand how he could have taken so many leg kicks before he started to realize that it was going to put him in danger. Waited too long. Now he's going to find himself in some trouble.
Oh, and he caught the kick. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Topuria's been dealing with that cut on his nose for a while, and now it is just pouring blood. "30 seconds to go in round 2. And mixes in a takedown. Topuria's going for a choke here.
That Darce choke is tight.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. All right, the truck has produced some replays.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, next round is underway. You know these are 2 of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these 2 guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Topuria's cut is only getting worse, making a nice donation to the canvas tonight. Oh, great head movement there. Slips his head off the center line, and defensively, that's exactly what you're looking for.
It's almost like he can telegraph when the punch is coming, and when he sees it, he just makes a slight little movement, right or left, get out of the way and avoid those shots.
Cannot take those leg kicks clean like that. Oh!
Big knee to the body. And look at the post on the opposite side to give himself the correct space to land these beautiful knees.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Elbow blocked by Ilia Topuria. Whiffs on the straight right hand. Well, he lands. That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the one that land perfect, and that one landed perfect.
Topuria's cut on his nose does not look good. Actually, it looks really bad. You got to think quick level change. Oh!
What a huge takedown.
I mean, do I survive that, or when I read my last round?
Absolutely not. You don't survive that. It's over. It's over, John.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow. That is great submission defense.
Both fighters get up now. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much.
Oh, thunderous leg kick grounds his opponent. Limping a little bit, trying to stay upright. But man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
John, he's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown? Oh, big knee! Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. Well, I'm not sure his nose is broken, but that is a nasty cut on the... All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a...
Oh, he's wobbling down. Back to his feet. Quick entry here.
Nice single leg entry.
Oh, tight submission attempt now with the Dorse. Oh, it's getting deep now, DC.
He's got a fight in his hands now. He's got it locked in.
Oh, I thought he was going to go out. Instead, he escapes and reverses.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound. Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Darce. Yep, he's trying to hit a Darce here.
Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, that's got to be it. Wow, he gets out and now reverses position.
Beautiful submission defense by this guy. He was constantly under attack.
Grappler's delight tonight. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Sterling's thigh really starting to show signs of bruising now. That is a deep shade of purple. Oh, continuing to... Oh, big shots here. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Oh, reverses the position there. Nice transition by Sterling. Oh, that guillotine choke is tight. Oh, he got out.
Oh, he got out. He did a great job. He attacked the lock. He got pressure forward and off to the side, rolled to his back to release that pressure.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah, he's trying to get to the Darce here.
That is tight. He did it again. This guy's a magician. He just keeps on escaping.
Sterling's now trying for the Kimura. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up. Oh, he's got a guillotine here.
Oh, that guillotine is officially tight. Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission D. 20 minutes in the can, 5 to go.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round, forthcoming. That shot blocked by Ilia Topuria. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. Kickboxing 101. He's hurt now, and back to his feet. Oh, an obvious limp there. His leg hurting for certain. Stuffs that takedown attempt without it.
He hurt him bad.
Strong outside leg kick. Just missed with the elbow there. Topuria's cut has really opened up now, folks. I don't necessarily have to tell you that watching at home. Looks like you could stick a quarter in there, and I'm not sure how much longer this fight is going to continue. All right, well, I'm not sure how he stayed up there.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay still and tough, you're tough.
Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to... Now, he's masterful.
Elbow deep, taking it forward. What a high-impact takedown that was. Beautiful transition.
Darce choke attempt here.
That Darce choke is tight.
He's up.
What's this defense on this break?
Oh, great reversal to top position by Ilia Topuria. Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. Shot is blocked there by Ilia Topuria. Man, he's effective with straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch. Very bad.
And that will do it. The
goodness.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here's the legend, the Hall of Famer, George St. Pierre, back on the proving ground tonight. He wanted this Kamaru Usman challenge. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
He is a massive star. I remember being in Montreal when he fought Josh Koscheck. The sound that arena made when he hit the curtain was like nothing I have ever heard before. But Kamaru Usman understands that if he's going to be considered the greatest, he has got to beat that star. He has got to beat that man. That is not an easy thing to do. George St. Pierre is the man. Let's see who finally gets it done. Let's see who's considered the greatest welterweight of all time at the end of this thing.
All right, the wrestler having a little trouble engaging here in the clinch, and as you well know, he's got a lot of trips and takedowns from this very position.
Well, he manipulates you. He manipulates you from the underhook. He gets to the underhook, he starts to move you forward, backwards, he's tripping. He's foot sweep. Shot a double leg.
Oh, high amplitude slam for him there. Wow. All right, so an early takedown is true. So nice execution there, and perhaps an opportunity to get that patented ground and pound going from here.
This is where he's the best. He's one of the best ground and pound fighters we've seen in the UFC. He's gotten there early. Let's see if he can take full advantage of it.
Midway through round one.
Oh, he's going triangle here.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
It's tight. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, Page and Alexio Lennox. Somehow he got out though.
Great job clearing the hips, facing, and getting out of that Ezekiel choke attempt.
Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by St. Pierre. Man, what a connection right there. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Back to the feet now. Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight. GSP gets hit with a kick. 1 minute to go in round one. Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He has really done a nice job punctuating his combinations with that hook tonight. To the body and it lands.
He gets to the single collar dive. Look, man, keep that elbow tight.
and throw punches with his free hand.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Big elbow there, lands. Both fighters throwing heat now. What a fight so far. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus. All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offense.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmaker did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Well, he hasn't thrown any strikes to the body so far in this fight. He has been a headhunter at times in his career, but at least at this point, Joe, you gotta think it would behoove him to start mixing things up and work some shots to the body. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly left.
Oh, big left hook there. Watch for him to set up that hook again now.
He loaded up there on that high kick.
Oh!
Oh, huge knee. Oh, that's salt in the wound. Lands a huge strike, and then he's going to tell him about it, too.
I told you I was going to get you, and watch me get you.
All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Oh, he lands a hook.
Left hook, right hand.
Well, as soon as he goes with that high guard, he pays for it to the floor. Just digs into the body.
Dug and shot with every part of himself, and now he's got his opponent hurt. Oh, big elbow.
All right, so another nice strike by him there, and he continues to attack that cut. Pretty sage decision by him to target that area.
We always talk about his fight IQ, John. We talk about his ability.
Wobbling now.
And there he is! Kamaru Usman!
What a fight! What a fight! Awesome, sweet!
So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Many of you remember exactly where you were when these two athletes, Zhang Weili and Joanna Jędrzejczyk, met for the first time at UFC 248 March 2020. They turned in arguably the greatest fight in UFC women's history. They met again in Singapore, and it was far more one-sided a few years later.
It was absolutely more one-sided. But that does not deter a champion like Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She is a super high-level kickboxer. She is as tough as they come. And she has developed all of her skills to the point that she had that belt and defended it for 7 fights. Joanna Jędrzejczyk is a special generational talent, and she has just run into another fighter, and Zhang Weili, who just matches up really well. But if you know a champion, they won't shy away from the impossible. They go towards the threat. That's exactly what Jędrzejczyk did.
She put everything into that one, now has her opponent on the ropes.
She threw her entire body into that massive uppercut, and she is seeing the rewards of her hard work.
Oh! Lands a good combination. Oh, big left hand there.
Nice leg kick.
Well, she felt like the uppercut was going to be there. It has absolutely been there. No reason to think she won't get back to it.
No, she's going to go back to that position. She has to. She can go from the clinch. She can do it off of her combinations. She just has a variety of ways of landing that punch.
Oh, big power shot there from Zhang Weili. We'll see if this is the beginning of the end.
They say speed leads to power, and Zhang Weili is a very fast, powerful fighter.
So 28 total strikes have landed for Joanna Jędrzejczyk. All right, so some adversity for her here. Looks like she has been opened up around that eye.
Anything worth having will not be easy. She's got to protect that cut because it will get worse if she continues to get hit on it.
Oh, a little deceptive. She lands the hook.
Work, come on.
Man, that thigh is starting to show some signs of bruising. She's almost smirking about it, right? But got to address it.
You can't laugh at it now. You can't laugh at all. You got to do a better job of addressing it and deter your opponent from going back to the well. Because otherwise, it'll just get worse and worse.
Oh, connected with a series of punches here. She has most definitely found her range. Nice kick there by Jean. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So all right, so the big moment in that previous round was the knockdown. We'll get to the replay now. DC, take us through it.
She was able to get her chance.
All right, both fighters now ready to go as we start up our second round. Weili Zhang, and of course, the great Joanna Jędrzejczyk. All right, here we go with our next round. Two of the best women in this division. We'll see who takes the upper hand.
You got to make it. She's off the bad, J.A. She's getting up. Yep. Oh, nice right hand.
That opened up a cut around her eye area. Got to shore up the defense.
Yeah, she's got to move her head. She has not moved her head effectively, and now she's dealing with the cut.
Well, she has really shored some things up defensively here as she blocks another set of shots there.
She said it was going to be a focus, get better defensively, and tonight she's showing that the work has been done.
Well, not just a high output fight to this point, but a high accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage this fight.
These two women have both fought so valiantly. They have really laid it out on the line tonight, and it's made for a very fun fight.
Oh, hook shot blocked there by Joanna Jędrzejczyk. So we call on the fight stats here. 56 total strikes have landed for Weili Zhang. And landing with 35% accuracy here against Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Well, we're not close to a stoppage, but every time that area in the eye gets hit, it's getting bloodier by the minute.
Yeah, it gets bloodier by the minute, and you start to worry, because you can only take these types of shots for so long before it gets to a point where you're just in very, very big danger.
Oh! Big strikes continue to land. Oh, big knee to the body. Obvious redness now on the left side of her body, courtesy of those body kicks. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Big shot to the head.
She's staying busy here, connecting with those punches. Nice. Nicely done. And she gets back up again. Nice job to post the hand and get upright. Man, every time her opponent lands, that cut's getting worse.
The cut gets worse and worse. She needs to move her head, or she's going to find herself in a lot of danger.
Well, that's her best strike, that hook, and she's able to land it yet again here.
She lands it once again. She tells you what she's going to do. You got to be able to stop it. Most can't, and once again, she finds herself in front and mostly behind that hook.
Well, fights like this make this sport the greatest in the world. These two ladies have gone back and forth all night. I don't know who's going to be the last woman standing, but it has been one of the best fights of the year.
It's been one of the best fights of the year. Both have laid it on the line. The blood, the bruising, the physicalness of this fight has been so fun to watch. I don't know if I even care who wins the fight. I just know that I've been entertained, and I know that both of these women are going home with some extra bonus money.
All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor. All right, let's check out some of the action from that previous.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go. 5 minutes remain in the fight. All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous 2 rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now moving forward.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything you're trained to do and it stays this close, you got to really switch it up.
Knocked out. Her opponent still standing.
She's still standing, but she got to get on the bike. She got to get out there, she get out there, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing it.
Oh, she is in real trouble.
Nice transition from the underhook into the single leg to get a massive takedown.
And those slams really go a long way with the judges. Huge authority behind that takedown there. Oh, she's able to slip out. She gets mounted, but she got up.
Yes, she's mounted, but it's better than getting choked up right there with the rear naked choke. Great submission defense on display by this young lady.
Back to the feet now. Well, she said in these situations she had to protect her head, and defensively she has done. All right, well, that swelling is getting significant, and yeah, the referee here stepping in, calling on the doctor. This could be the end.
Yeah, right call. Get somebody in here, take a look at the swelling, make sure she's able to keep fighting. I know she wants to. She has heart, but sometimes it takes more than that.
Doctor pulls the referee aside. It looks as though the fight at least is going to continue for now.
It's going to continue for right now, but she has got to get going. She will not have much time in this fight because it's only going to get worse.
Here we go. Now 5 minutes remain in the fight. Well, her opponent continues to attack that cut, and there is more blood pouring out with every passing strike.
You know, we talked about this when she first got the cut, that she needed to address her defense. She didn't, and now she's paying for it.
Well, now that blood really starting to affect her vision, or so it would appear, and it's muting her offense as well.
Well, she's got a swollen eye and the cut. So she continues to get beat in that same area. She's got to move her head. She's got to be offensive if she wants something to change.
Well, this has been a fight that has had it all, and we are going down the stretch, my friend.
Down to the wire. You would not have wanted anything more as a fan. This has been a great fight, a great story from the very moment the official said fight.
Ooh, diving punch lands. Oh, man, you could see her head bounce on the canvas. Heavy shot lands.
You cannot sit in this position. The referee will have no choice but to stop the fight.
Back to the feet.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, my goodness,
Oh! With authority to the body. Seconds now to go in the fight. Jacek's cut is getting worse here. Man, is that bleeding. Final 10 seconds of the fight.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Well, it just hits different when George St. Pierre is in the building, right? I feel like I should just lay out and let that crowd marinate. I have said, in terms of per capita noise per fan, no fans are as loud as the Canadians. I can hear them tonight. 1-2 there by GSP.
Oh, look at that right hand there. Massive foot slam. And his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. That leg kick hurt.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. We think he goes back to it here.
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landed every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landing with more force, and his opponent is starting to wear down. So I will not be surprised if we see another one that ends the fight.
All right, you see his high-level footwork here, maybe trying to set up that hook shot again, potentially.
You could tell, John, he's setting a trap. He's trying to walk his opponent back into his hook side, his big power side. So he'll keep making not little punches with no intent to land, just to get his opponent where he needs him to be to land that kill shot.
St. Pierre's really limping heavily now. The leg kicks have started to pile up. Clearly, they're having the desired effect. Nice jab there by George St. Pierre. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Just over 2 minutes, round one. Well, he's mixing it up beautifully tonight, and there it is again. Able to get back to his feet yet again. Oh, but not a good look for the judges here. Look how wobbly he is. Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing, and by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight. Nice strike.
Well, St. Pierre's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Oh, that's going to soften him up. Massive knee to the body. Checks the leg kick. Back to his feet. Final seconds. Round two is next. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get...
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. Uppercut to the head, instead it's blocked by GSP. Oh, nicely done to block the strike and counter with the jab. He's got to mix things up a bit more. Get some strikes to the body already. Fighter lands a kick to the head now. Hard shots landing on both sides here. Well, St. Pierre's attempt there is blocked by the opponent. Oh, this is not good. That right eye starting to shut. Fighter lands a left punch now.
Connects with a beautiful jab.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Well, we got a lot of thus far tonight.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
Oh, big left.
Nice leg kick.
Oh, slips and then rips him. How about the upper body movement there?
That jab is fast. Look at that jab.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now, he's past trying to find that shot again.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket.
Oh, you hurt him again, bro. Now he's back up.
Such a good right there, DC. He's rocking.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly.
What an absolutely crazy knockout here, and that's going to be a hard knockout from which to recover for his opponent, but the celebration is on. One of the biggest wins in his UFC career.
Massive win for this young fighter. He got the knockout victory. What a performance.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Well, I might need to borrow that inhaler, DC, before we get through this one. Round one is underway between Robert Whittaker and Israel Adesanya. Whittaker was born in New Zealand, but he claims Australia, and of course Adesanya trying to come up large for the Kiwis here tonight.
And Adesanya has taken offense to that because he loves New Zealand. He cannot understand how Whittaker, who was born there, doesn't represent the country. He has an opportunity to really stick it to Robert tonight in this fight.
All right, so about a minute into this one, and not much in terms of action, DC. I don't know if you need to use the restroom, but it might be a good time.
That thud on the table, that was me falling asleep. I'm sorry, John, I gotta wake up. Guys, get going.
Man, how about the steam behind that Whittaker jab tonight?
Robert Whittaker is a great striker. I mean, he has it all when it comes to stand-up in the boxing, and that is on full display right now.
Oh, massive knee to the body. That can't feel good. Now to go on the round. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time. He's trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing. Oh! Another one!
Oh, and he lands another knee there, DC. He talked a lot to us about his length and his size advantage. Doesn't always pay to be the taller fighter. In this instance, it certainly did. Well, not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. Feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there. And he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush. Be patient. And in that patience, you'll find a punch or kick that will put your opponent out.
Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. So as we pull up some numbers here for you, 29 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. And he finally is softening up to that Bobby Knuckles moniker. I mean, they print the shirts.
It's a great nickname. I don't know why he fought it. It's a fantastic nickname, and it fits him to a T. Bobby Knuckles, we all love you. We all love that nickname, buddy.
All right, mixing up the leg kicks nicely, and that thigh starting to show some visible signs of bruising.
You know, you can't even...
Quick entry to get...
Oh! Nice takedown. What a technique. What a takedown. Great eye impact.
All right, there's the horn, and what a round, champ. We got to talk about the knockdown. When you knock somebody down like that, well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back.
All right, both fighters now ready to go with round 2.
Ready to fight?
Israel Adesanya
Ready.
and Robert Whittaker. Oh, nice jab by Whittaker. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Quick level change.
Rotates the long kick. Throws him way through the air. What a massive takedown.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
Oh, nice.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Nice reversal on the ground. Great job.
Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Adesanya.
Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go. He passes the half.
Whittaker gets up. He is back on the feet here. Under 3 minutes here to go in round 2.
Oh, great level change there.
So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm, changes level. Oh! Well, not a guy you want on top of you. Ground and pound strikes piling up here. Good work by Robert Whittaker. And he will let his opponent stand up here. All right, so some fatigue striking, I guess you would call it here. He is landing, but just not inflicting much damage because his stamina is on low. Oh, great block there. Oh, nice job in the clinch by Robert Whittaker. He's just as good with his back up against the fence as he is when it isn't. Just a true 5-tool player on the field. Now, oh, and a quick entry. Oh!
What a takedown.
How's that feel to be on the right end of that? I knew that was coming. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Oh, hard ground strike there, and that one opened up a cut.
You got that?
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Oh, and there's the horn. Plenty of action to digest from that one.
All right, good. Nice round, nice round. Relax. Take some water. Listen.
All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed you.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see him pop the jab, pop the right hand, just touch, 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 and then boom, sit down on that hook. He's going to be trying to find it again. You can see him setting up his opponent, trying to get the hands to drop so he can drop that hook over the top. That's one of those shots, and if you take one of them, it's right on the spot.
Quick level change.
Oh, he went single. What a fantastic takedown.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Motioning for his opponent to stand back up here.
That's a great takedown defense there by Izzy.
Look for him to throw that overhand here again. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate... Whitaker gets up. He is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Quick end. Oh!
What a fantastic takedown.
Welcome to the Cormier Express.
Oh, right into mount. In the half guard.
Whitaker ground and pound from half guard. Well, you can see a little bit of swelling in and around that left eye now. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Adesanya gets back up here. Well, safe to say he's not going to go back. Oh!
Nice levitate.
Under 2 minutes now to go in our third round. He's wobbling. Gets back to his feet. Oh! And he comes through with a big knee. So once again, making good use of his size as he lands the knee. Adesanya's got a bruise starting to appear on that right side of his body now. Right now, a little separation between the two fighters.
If you're going to go out on your shield. If you're going out, go out on your shield. Don't just walk backwards. Go forward. Make him fight you.
Takedown defense is there. Whitaker's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight. 20 seconds to go in the fight. Whitaker's strike attempt there is blocked.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here we go with two of the best lightweights in the world, Charles Oliveira and Justin Gaethje. Charles Oliveira, the most accomplished finisher in UFC history. The title defenses are starting to mount up. Gaethje believes he has made the adjustments, and we'll see if he can get his hand raised here tonight.
If anybody can make those adjustments, it's Trevor Whitman and Justin Gaethje. They're going to go back in the lab, and they're going to watch that fight 100 times and find the route to victory. That's a very honorable thing to do. Unfortunately, in Charles Oliveira, it doesn't seem like there's a clear path to beating this man. He possesses all the skills. He's a very good fighter. He's tremendous, and his mentality is what truly is making him become this world beater that we have seen in his last performances.
I've always thought one of Justin Gaethje's most underrated strikes is that left hook. He throws it really tight. He keeps his right hand up when he's throwing the left hook, and he lands it over and over again.
Right hook to the head, blocked. Trying to kick the leg out.
Clean punch.
Ooh-wee. I don't do that as well as you do. And he's coming out swinging tonight.
He is bringing the heat. This dude is trying to end this night early.
Can you give us an ooh-wee, please?
Ooh-wee.
So good. control that side of his opponent. Nicely done. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back.
I mean, oh, he's hurt, he's hurt.
Looks like a potential submission attempt here. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut is opened up.
Oh, nice. There it is again. Look at that.
Lands a nice one, too. Oh, another heavy shot gets through. Knee to the body. Oh! Now he's masterful from here.
Oh, he went to a single switch to a high crotch.
Oliveira's in half guard. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how Pink...
Well, Gaethje's got his arm under the chin, going for a guillotine now. Oh, submission defense holds up again. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his... All right, so there's the end of the round, and round two. Justin Gaethje and Charles Oliveira.
Ready. Good.
Early right hand gets through for Dubrox. Well, he works his entire striking game off of that jab. Doubles up on the jab now.
Nice punch to the head.
Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume too.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw in combination.
Beautiful knee. And now some knees. Pretty strong jab there by Oliveira. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now.
Nice shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round two. Watch the referee right then and there has called a stop to the action. Looks like he's going to call on the doctor to look at the cut, and it is a pretty significant one, DC.
Well, he's bleeding a lot, and the blood is going into his eyes. It's very difficult for him to see right now.
Doctor taking a close look here. Do you know your blood type, DC?
No, I absolutely don't. I wish I did, and I probably should. I am 43 years old. I should know what my blood type is.
All right, looks as though the action is going to continue, at least for now. Well, maybe he'll look to set up that hook again. And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not like the guy high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
That level of Gaethje is crazy.
Steps in.
Holy smokes.
What a fight. So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here we go. Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira. I don't have to tell much of this fan base, Daniel, that in kickboxing, Pereira has 2 head-to-head wins over Adesanya, one of them coming via left hook back in Sao Paulo in 2017. Adesanya doesn't want to hear any of that noise tonight.
He does not. And Pereira was able to knock him out in the second fight, but Adesanya had his moment. How does that all relate to fighting in 4-ounce gloves? This is the highest level of kickboxing that we have seen in the octagon, and to have this opportunity to watch it is truly, truly good for me and everyone else that are sitting in front of their television.
Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this on that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Adesanya's now dealing with a cheek cut.
Back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots.
Pereira's hook shot is blocked. Saw that coming from a mile away. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Trouble now.
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
Slips to avoid the right. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. All right, so another nice strike to the thigh, some bruising starting to develop, and that could render his opponent a... Oh, how good is that? The diving punch lands flush to the head. FUTChamps for the end of round 1. All right, back to the stools now, and he is no longer the handsome... All right, let us re-rack some replays of the game.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round 2.
Lands a beautiful leg kick.
Nice jab by Adesanya. Thoughtful shot there. Lands that straight counter. Israel Adesanya's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time, and I'm not sure there's any end swell in the building that's going to open that eye back up. They might stop this fight. Swing and a miss with that punch by Pereira. Great upper body movement defensively. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Bird over the top of his head. You take a hit like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Back to his feet. Well, he was setting up the hooks early and often tonight. Watch for him to try to set it up again here. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight. I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world.
Hurt again.
Adesanya gets back up. Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively... Oh! Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the...
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
So here is Jon Jones with his reach approaching 85 inches, a difficult proposition for any opposition. Jones here immediately takes the center of the octagon. We'll see how he approaches the early moments in this one. Oh, nice land there by Johnny Bones. Mike Wicklejohn told me before the fight you haven't seen 30% of what Jon Jones does in the gym, and starting to show you some of those new wrinkles here tonight. Oh, another blistering combination there. Really starting to do a nice job stringing his shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
All right, so 1 minute into the fight, we've got a full-on brawl here, DC. It's great for the fans, not necessarily... Shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Jones's elbow attempt here, that one blocked by the defense. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Right on the button. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Johnny Bones Jones. Saw his reference in the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. All right, so he continues to use his jab effectively here, DC. He gets that hand to the target pretty quickly.
I mean, just right away, blasting the jab after jab after jab. He's a phenomenal boxer with a vast understanding of fighting behind an educated jab.
Pretty interesting to see him mixing it up with the kicks here, some calf kicks, and now attacking the thigh effectively.
Just throwing a traditional leg kick. Traditional leg kick, a little higher. Everybody wants to talk about that calf kick right now. There's still a lot can be done with those traditional leg kicks.
Jones leaning on the kicking game here tonight, DC. Pretty good strategy early.
And that is usually what he leads with. He's a great kicker. He's a guy that has a variety of kicks, spinning kicks, knees, side kicks. He kicks in so many ways that you never truly know where he's coming from.
Ooh, and he caught the kick. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. 5 minutes in the books. All right, heading back to the corner now, and Jones's corner looks a little bit concerned, perhaps because of that cut on the lip that was opened up there in that round. Starting to bleed pretty good. Cutman's got his work to do now. All right, let us show you the highlights now from that previous round, of which there were.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here we go with round 2. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Able to check that kick as well. Well, he hasn't thrown any strikes to the body so far in this fight, and he's making the job of his opponent easier. I think he's got to start mixing things up, throwing some shots to the body, because at least at this point, his opponent is only expecting shots up top. Pereira's thigh and the outside of it really starting to bruise here.
Landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Slipped that offering from his opponent. In the past, we've seen him sort of lean on the toughness. Tonight, he's leaning on the defense.
And you see the evolution of the fighter in front of us. He doesn't have to be tough anymore. The more he can slip strikes, the longer he can prolong his career.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He certainly has that part of his game going tonight.
He's a fantastic kickboxer, but tonight is the kicks that lead the dance.
All right, so the upper leg kicks have been a big storyline in this fight, and you got to think at some point he's going to switch stances or make an adjustment, or he's going to lose this fight.
He's got to do something, because right now what he's doing has not worked. It's very clear that they did not expect this as part of his opponent's game plan, and he's been a step behind the entire time.
Oh, connects with the 1-2. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round.
Tremendous head kick lands for this guy.
Well, some fighters, when they get cracked in the mouth, they respond well. He got stunned earlier in the round and hasn't really recovered or gotten back into things.
People react differently, right? Something.
Oh, there's a head kick there. We'll see if he can finish.
He's hurt bad. Oh, that's big.
20 seconds to go, round 2. Pereira's limping heavily now. May want to raise a knee and try to check one of those kicks. I'm just not sure that his leg is going to hold up much longer as this fight continues. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the horn. It's amazing to think we got here, given how many times he rocked his opponent there in the previous round. Almost looked like a... All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third and final round here.
He checked that last one.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
He's got to keep pressing here.
Big right hand.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Well, watch for him to set up that hook again here. Pineda's eye is closing up now. Not good for him. That punch was deflected. Nicely done.
He's got to either go southpaw or he has to actually just try to throw the whole kitchen sink at him.
Right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent.
His eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time. I'm not so sure they're not going to step in, Daniel, and stop this fight right now. Hard to be a one-eyed fighter in a mixed martial arts set. Well, no denying the durability on the...
Beautiful placement on that flying knee.
Oh, nice jab. Oh, look at that. He can't even stand.
Oh, that's got to be discouraging as he gets right back up again. Huge block there. Oh, and he continues to pour it on. Our referee's going to step in here. That eye is essentially shut, and if the doctor is brought in, and he's walking up those stairs right now, this very well could be the end of the fight.
It just happened very fast. It looked like it was a little swollen, and then a few more shots, and bam, it just blew up. He's really bad off right now.
Looks as though the doctor is going to allow the fight to continue for the athlete. May want to raise the guard a little bit.
He's got to raise the guard. He's got to take some chances because he's very limited in what he can do right now with that much swelling.
Third round underway.
Defensive savant. He blocked that punch.
Violent strike to the body. This could be the end, DC.
I mean, this fight is close to being stopped. That was a massive shot to the body.
Well, at this point, it seems as though it is toughness that is carrying him through. His thigh is mangled. I'm not sure how much he can take.
He won't be able to take much more, J.A. This fight,
Back to his feet. They go the 15-minute distance. What a fight! Bruce Buffer has the official.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go. Jose Aldo and Max Holloway. Legacies are on the line here tonight, two of the greatest featherweights of all time. In terms of adjustments, you got to feel like Nova Uniao and Jose Aldo's team have made some as they try to solve this Holloway problem.
well, they have to. When you're down 2 fights to 0 against one opponent, you got to make adjustments or you don't get many more opportunities. I'm sure him and his coaches have worked diligently to ensure that he's able to get his hand raised in this fight. Nice body shot there.
Oh, really good job by him there to raise the guard, DC, and block those shots coming his way.
He does a great job of blocking all incoming strikes.
So more output, at least in the early going. lands to the body there. There's that jab from Max Holloway. Didn't take him long to find a home for that tonight.
I mean, Max Holloway constantly fights behind the jab, and you would expect it at the start of every single fight. The jab leads to everything else that he does inside the octagon.
Big left hook coming. It's blocked. Aldo, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. You can hit with a shot like that. You don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test at elementary school. Oh, landed some big shots, too. Oh, right hand landed. There you go.
Left hook, right hand.
Wow. These guys are absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides. Oh, huge kick to the leg. And he's looking for that left hand, just missed.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg.
Aldo's eye is closing up. Oh, they're Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is. All right, well, good news is he's running.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
45 seconds to go here in round one. And it looks as though he'll let his opponent stand up here. Yes, he will. Well informed. All right, pausing the action here, and if the referee calls for the doctor, this could very well be the end of the fight, given all that swelling around the eye.
It could be, and rightfully so.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Well, what a splash the UFC makes every time we come to the United Kingdom. If you want to see the UFC live in London, you better buy tickets within 5 minutes of them going on sale.
You're going to be standing outside hoping to be inside the arena all the way back to UFC 75 champion versus champion. Rampage versus Dan Henderson. The UFC has won fights that have blown the roof off the O2 Arena.
Oh, lands a beautiful jab.
He sets this really high pace with the hope that his opponent can't keep up. And we've seen him do it.
It's just a really high pace, too. It's a really high striking pace for this, too.
Well, that'll quiet the storm. Shot blocked by Topuria. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah.
And back to his feet.
Quick jab lands there.
3 minutes to go.
Oh, nice combination. Yeah.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that was in the night.
Max Holloway at his best in the stand-up here tonight. Could there be any better representation of Hawaiian MMA than Max Holloway? That's a successful throw right there, DC. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
And another big kick for Max Holloway. Oh, clean hook there. Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook.
Big knee lands there. Oh, how many knees can one man take? All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Holloway's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Ooh, looking to go to the leg kick here, just out of range. And that one certainly found the target. So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side of the...
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow and a big moment in this fight.
Round 2 next. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC. And
You ready to fight? You ready?
second round underway. All right, same bat time, same bat channel. You think he's going to look to set up that hook again here?
I mean, you can see it, John. You can see him do it.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
Oh, he lands a massive kick here. Power shots landing on both sides, and the chins continue to hold up.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Who's hurt? Serve him up. Go get him.
Fight back!
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, so he just decides to get up here and let the opponent up. Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut. All right, good back and forth action, but they pause things here, DC. They're going to call in the ringside physician and take a look at what is a nasty cut.
Well, he's got to check on it because you don't know if the fighter's going to be able to continue. Fighters always want to fight, but it's up to the ringside physician to tell them if they're capable of it.
A lot of blood, but perhaps not of the fight-ending variety. The doctor talks to the referee here, and all right, he'll be allowed to continue, at least for now. Good sign.
Ready?
All right, let's get to round 2. Well, once again, mixed martial arts, the land of the unpredictable. You've got a jiu-jitsu fighter here throwing hands with one of the better guys in this division.
I would have never thought that this is the fight that will play out in front of us. The jiu-jitsu guy leading the dance, but not only leading the dance in the striking, but winning the exchanges.
Great shot there, DC. He is officially up.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Well, that smile on his face is only going to be surpassed by the zeros on the check. A huge knockout tonight. Got to think some bonus.
You ready to fight? You ready? Good.
So here is Conor McGregor once again. You know about the physical gifts, but in the past he has beaten guys mentally before they even make the walk. Very intimidating proposition to fight one Conor McGregor, and this one's underway. McGregor's strike attempt there is blocked. Well, few fighters manage distance as efficiently and as well as Conor McGregor, and there's that left hand finding its home early.
Oh, he does a great job of setting you up.
Back to the feet now. Big knee there to the chest. Edge of your seat action as expected so far. On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot. Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice combination, yes.
Nice job by him defensively there. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show. Oh, it's wobbling now. Oh.
Quick jab. Oh, McGregor's eye is closing out. Back and forth we go. Man, it's under 2 minutes to go in a back and forth first round here. Crowd continues to sway with every huge shot being landed. Back and forth we go.
Great defense. That punch had no chance.
Oh, that's a big connection there for McGregor, DC.
I mean, big strike landed for Ireland's favorite son, Conor McGregor.
Oh, he's wearing it now, bleeding from his cheek.
Nice leg kick.
Leg kick now, he's starting to pile those up. Look at the stats.
Oh, nice inside kick.
Under 20 seconds now to go. Oh, nice strike landed there by McGregor. Well, he is really seeing things well offensively here tonight, and he's caused a lot of swelling there on his opponent.
You gotta address this now, because it's only going to get worse.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 here. Oh, gotta be careful taking too many of those leg kicks.
Wow, he lands another leg kick.
Oh, nice hook. Well, thank God the left one's open, because that right eye is really starting to shut.
Beautiful defense. Nice block.
Somehow, his opponent stayed up with him.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Got the single collar tie.
Nice job landing that takedown.
Well, it seems like there has been an opening for that overhand all night long. Let's see if he goes back to it here. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him. You see him. You can see it becoming his focus. As
right there, his opponent's wobble check.
He's hurt. passes to half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, it looks like he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. A lot of body weight from the top position. How does he go about trying to finish this fight?
He just needs to stay heavy. He's got to keep his weight down. He's got to be working, but not working recklessly, because this is a position that you can escape. Make sure you secure your opponent, and make sure you secure your opponent. Land strikes that matter is in this fight.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be just a nasty leg kick. That one hurt. That's more of a punch.
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
Combinations here.
He's hurting him bad, man. That right hook is nasty.
Be in real trouble.
Oh, nice kick.
McGregor's shot there is blocked. Oh! 10 minutes in the can. All right, and there's the horn, and you hear the collective sigh from the crowd. They're all watching that lip, and we're monitoring it as well. Nasty, nasty gash. It's only getting worse by the moment. Doctor called in here. We'll see if he stops the fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Nice kick landed there by McGregor. Well, clearly his leg is hurt, and now you see him starting to limp a little bit, Champ.
Yeah, he's starting to limp from the leg damage. He's been beat up, but his opponent told us, he goes, this guy does not check kicks very well. He does not do a good job of recognizing those types of attacks. He's taking full advantage of it. Nice job defensively. He blocked that punch.
Oh, McGregor's mouth is just dripping blood everywhere. That is as bad a cut as I have seen in recent memory. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a referee. Oh, what a shot there on the inside. He's hooked now.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
That is it.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, you got to be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all.